Just look at that face. Hello YouTuber subscribers and friends, welcome to my channel. It's been raining most of the day. It's already 6 o'clock in the evening. And the last night for me to be alone. My wife is coming back from Indonesia tomorrow. So I have to go pick her up tomorrow. Today is Tuesday night. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. And gotta go back to the airport. I won't be taking my truck though, because even though it's got a brand new battery in it and I can drive it around fine, it's got that battery light still. I've been doing a lot of research on charging systems, and everybody's saying it's the alternator. So I think I'm going to purchase an alternator if I can find a cheap one somewhere. I tried to look on Craigslist, see if I could get one from a wrecked Lincoln or something. Everybody's out of their freaking mind. People are asking more for a used alternator than it's going to cost if I was just to go out and buy it new. See if I can get this sun in here. It's looking pretty cool. Yeah, so then I was talking to Reggie's daily vlogs, and he was telling me, why don't you just have it rebuilt? I'm like, wow, you know what? I didn't even think about that, having it rebuilt. And so I called around to some places, and they're freaking out of their minds too. They want $125 to rebuild, and for another 30 bucks I get a brand new one. I still got to do the same amount of work. I still got to take it out. I still got to drive way across town and get it. And it's like, I don't know. Freaking alternators are expensive. All kinds of rabbits in my yard. Look at this rabbit. Mr. Rabbit. You looking at me, Mr. Rabbit? So that's where I'm at right now. Take my wife's car, pick her up at the airport, and this has been a really long week for me. Finally got my glucose blood strips ordered off of eBay, because I can't find them anywhere in town for the glucose testing machine that I have. So ordered off eBay. That's done. And I'm excited, man. My wife will be home tomorrow. Last day for me to have to take care of that dog Jerry Lee. He's been driving me nuts, man. Anyways, that's the scoop on my truck. Probably just end up buying a new one. I don't know when though. Good morning, YouTubers, subscribers, and friends. So it's almost 7:30. My wife gets back in Arizona at 2:30 at the airport. So by the time you see this video, she will be back already, and I can't wait. Getting my shoes on, going to go to the park as soon as this video is uploaded, and then I'm on my way. It's been a long week. I just want to say this. Has anybody out there heard of the Mandela Effect? I've been watching a lot of videos on the Mandela Effect, and the Mandela Effect is real. Just check my Fantasy 5 lottery ticket. I got 2 numbers. I think I won $1 right here. I just did a quick pick last night. I went to the store and got some milk and grabbed a quick pick and won $1. Got 2 numbers. Woohoo! I'm rich, bitch. 69 degrees this morning. Oh my God, it's a chilly morning. It rained all night last night, and it's chilly. 69 degrees out right now. Chilly. It's been a while since I filmed at the park. Last time I filmed, I think there was some guy told me there's a rattlesnake over here, but never found it. One thing about having a selfie stick is you forget you have one, and you forget to bring it with you when you go walking. So this Mandela Effect is real. And the reason I say that is because I'm 52 years old, and my memories that I have of my childhood and growing up, and the things that I'm finding researching on not only YouTube but the internet, are things aren't matching up to my memories. And I say my memories, but all the videos and research that I've done, people are saying timelines not matching up to the timelines that they're from. Now, I know it sounds really weird and all scientific, you know, but If you want to see the videos that I've made, I posted on Instagram. You can go to my Instagram. Just go to the top of my channel and there's a link. Go to my Instagram. And you can see some of the videos I posted there. And a lot of my friends and family members and acquaintances think that I'm losing my mind. And I can understand if it was just me saying it and nobody else. But there are so many people on YouTube and the internet and multimedia saying even more crazier things than what I'm saying. So what got me is the planet is shifting. Us as humanities, we're shifting, spiritually shifting also. But I was looking, I have a bunch of maps in my house hanging on the wall, and I was looking at the maps and I was like, what the heck, what's wrong with this planet, man? What, this map is wrong. Somebody screwed up on this map, because North America and South America were right above each other. Now South America is all the way over to the east of the east coast of United States and North America, and that's what caught my attention. And then this video came across my main feed saying something you might be interested in, Mandela Effect, and it's based off of Nelson Mandela. And here's the story. Now, in my memories of my childhood and growing up to 52 years old, I have a memory of Nelson Mandela being in prison and dying in prison. Back in the like mid-90s, he passed away. This video I watched said that Nelson Mandela, not only did he not pass away in the 90s, he passed away in 2013. Which is weird, because a lot of celebrities have died way in the past that are just now recently dying again, which I find very weird. The Nelson Mandela that I know died in prison in the mid-90s. The Nelson Mandela in this video died in 2013. He got out of prison and became president of Africa, which is, I think, is crazy, because that's never happened in my timeline. The other one is Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder died, in my memories, in my timeline, in the mid-80s. He just recently passed away. That's crazy. Because I already have memories of him dying in the mid-80s. Another one was Muhammad Ali. Just recently passed away, what, 2013? Nope, he died longer than that far. I don't remember the exact date, but he was passed away long before I saw that story. And what else that really pushed me over the edge on this Nelson Mandela effect, well, it's called the Mandela Effect, is Australia. Australia and New Zealand. Now, living in Indonesia, I've always wanted to go to New Zealand because it was so close to Indonesia. And in my memories or timeline, Australia was the furthest southern continent on the planet, and New Zealand was off onto the right, northeast of Australia. Let me see if I can draw here in the sand. Let's see. Let's say this is Australia, and this is Indonesia and Papua New Guinea, and then New Zealand. All right. Well, this has moved up and is almost hitting Papua New Guinea, and New Zealand is down here now. That's what it's showing on the maps. I'm like, what? No way. Australia was the furthest southern continent on the planet. That's why it's called, come to Australia, the down under continent. The reason they call it down under is because it's the lowest continent on the planet. Now South America is lower than Australia, and then you got Australia here, and you got southeast New Zealand down here, almost underneath Melbourne, which is crazy, because in my memory, my timeline, I have no memory of New Zealand being down there. And I have talked to other people who have the same memory that New Zealand was up further northeast of Australia. So I was talking to some other people that had the same memories, because my daughter's like, oh my God, Dad, you have lost your mind. You have totally lost it now. Like, yeah, if you just go to my Instagram, I made a video explaining everything. And then I found a map, of what they call the old world map, what I remember in my history and teachings in school and growing up. What North America, South America, right above each other. Australia where it's supposed to be, and New Zealand where it's supposed to be. So I know I'm not going crazy. There's a school over there and they're making an announcement about tomorrow's going to be superhero day. Where they got rules and regulations on costumes you can wear. You can't wear a mask and you can't wear a cape. What's the point of even wearing a superhero costume then? If you can't wear a cape or a mask, screw that. I just go to school dressed normally if I was the kid. Okay, so you watch this video, you might think, well, this guy's really lost his mind. He's crazy. What is he smoking? What is he drinking? And all I'm going to say is this. I have my memories of so-called timeline, and people have their memories. I'm not saying they're wrong, and I'm not saying I'm wrong. All I'm saying is I've noticed these changes. And after doing much research and video watching of all different kinds of things, not just the planet shifting, spiritual shifting, but company logos, children's cartoons that I grew up watching, like the Bernstein Bears. It was spelled S-T-I-N, but if you research it now, it's spelled Bernstein, S-T-A-I-N. Jiffy peanut butter is now called Jif, no longer Jiffy, J-I-F-F-Y. Mr. Rogers' neighborhood song, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, is no longer that. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, which is crazy because I love that show, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. All I'm saying is this. You don't have to agree with me on what I'm saying. You can take it with a grain of salt. You can think I'm crazy. But all I'm saying is this. Research this yourself and you will be blown away by what you find of what your memories are, or what you thought your memories were. Because they're trying to swipe the original history of the old world timelines. Some people are blaming on time travel. They've gone back in time and switched things and changed things up. And it's caused a paradox. I'm a big believer in time travel. You know. But I've been experiencing a lot of weird things lately in my dreams. Numbers, symbols, sayings, movies that I've never watched. Deja vu. I have deja vu 4 or 5 times daily. And before my wife went to Indonesia, I would answer questions from her before she would even ask me, and it was making her crazy. She would be like, how'd you know how'd you know I was going to ask you that? I was like, well, you already asked me. I'm just answering what you already asked me. And she's like, no, I haven't asked you yet. I'm like, yeah, you did. You just asked me, and I'm answering you. And she's like, stop it, man. You're freaking me out. You're acting weird. What do you mean? You're acting weird. You asked me a question, I answered it. And she's just blown away because I'm answering it before she hears herself asking me it. So I won $1 in this fantasy fight. Woohoo! And I just told him give me another quick pick for tonight's drawing. Okay, so before anybody passes judgment on me and says I'm crazy, I have a lot of maps in my house. Huge, big maps. This is a map of the United States. This is a map of the world. I got smaller maps. Now, I have no memory of the continents being like this where they're at right now. Why? Yeah, because, I don't know, there's those changes going on. And I'm going to show you proof of my memory that I'm not crazy, of what I remember. All the maps in my house have changed. They all look like this now. No matter if I go online, they all look like this. Google Earth, live Google Earth, it looks like this. Here's one I want to point out. Have no memory of South America being this far over here, like this. Florida used to go down, if you drew a straight line down, it'd go down the right side of South America, is my memories. The Panama Canal, no memory of looking all bent like this. None whatsoever. Greenland, no memory of it being that close to freaking Canada up there. Italy, always supposed to look like a boot. This looks like a high heel shoe, a woman's high heel shoe. The thing that really, the straw that broke the camel back for me is this right here. Australia is considered, like I said earlier, the southernmost continent on the planet. New Zealand is over here, is now farther south than Australia. New Zealand used to be up here. Australia is almost hitting Papua New Guinea. Look at the tip right there. You could throw a rock from here to there, looks like. What else is further south? South America is further south than Australia. This country is considered the land down under. How can it be called the land down under when it is no longer the furthest southern continent on the planet, or according to these maps, on these maps? New Zealand's lower than it. South America is lower than that. Antarctica is still here, but this is what I'm trying to say. Now I'm going to prove my memory of my world map. I'm going to show you the proof that I'm not going crazy, that I have memories not like this, but like what I'm about to show you. Okay, so here's some proof I'm going to show you. This guy's channel is Moneybag73. I'll put a link down in the description. I came across his channel, his video in his channel. He's got a lot of Mandela Effect videos, and he also has the same memory as I do. He doesn't remember South America and Australia and all that being like they're showing now on the maps. It's really, really hard to find proof, and this guy's done a lot of research. He's been researching this stuff since the beginning of the year. And like I said, I'll put a link to his channel down below. But he's doing a side-by-side comparison of what they have now on Google Earth and all the maps that he's researched. But then he was researching Bible scriptures, and he found this map right here that proves that we are not crazy. You see North America and South America. You see Florida over here to the right. How if you go straight down, you go on the east side of South America's coastline. You see how New Mexico is more straight. And then look right here. What do we have here? Australia. I know I can't zoom in. It's not a very good quality video. But up to the right, up there you see a dot. That's New Zealand. So I'm not crazy. Australia and New Zealand are here. This is what the memory I have. This is proof that the maps that I grew up on, the teachings that I learned from school, this is what the continents look like for me as a kid and growing up my whole life until I just realized that something was wrong with my maps. This is what I remember, not this. See the difference? Look at Florida. Look at this, down the west coast. Go straight down. Look how much it's moved over. Now, before. Right underneath each other. Look at Mexico now, how it curves way over here. Look at this. See how straight it is? See how straight it is? The Panama Canal down here? Straight? Look at this. Freaking all crooked. All I'm saying is this. I'm not saying that people have... There's people that don't have any memory like this. My wife has no memory of this whatsoever. She remembers the maps like this. I already talked to her. I Skyped to her when she was in Indonesia because I put videos on Facebook and she's watching. All her family are asking what is wrong with me. They're like, oh man, you left your husband for a week and he's lost his mind. Because they have no memory of old world map like this, old school map. They only remember this. I don't know because their memories are being swiped or what. There's so much things going on the internet about this Mandela Effect. But I just wanted to prove that my memory, and I'm not crazy and I'm not the only one that has no memory of what the hell this setup is with Australia and everything. We all remember this. Australia, New Zealand up the northeast, North and South America right below each other, Panama, Mexico, straight. Look at this right here, Gulf of the Baja, right here, Baja California. Look how long it is. I always remember it freaking like a half of the size of what this is now. It's so small here that you barely see it because this is the memories that I have, the timeline I'm from. I'm going to show you one more thing that I found in my house. Right before my wife left Indonesia 7 days ago, she bought this stuff. I'll show you. 2 items in my house that my wife bought just before, one day before she went to Indonesia. I told my wife when I was unloading this, putting them, these groceries away, I said, oh my God, look, they messed up the labeling. They spelled Fruit Loops with 2 O's. And she's like, what are you talking about? It's always been like that. I said, no, it wasn't. It's been F-R-U-I-T as long as I can remember. This is the first time I've ever seen it spelled like this. Were they changing the logo or something? What's going on here? This is before I started watching Mandela Effect videos. The other one is Febreze. I told her, oh man, these companies are screwing up their logos. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, Febreze is missing an E, hello? And she's like, what's wrong with you? It's always been like that with one E. I'm like, no, it hasn't. This is crazy. This is so in my face, something is wrong. And this is way before I started watching Mandela Effect videos or even knew what Mandela Effect was. I told her, this is wrong. This is a misprint. And she's like, no, that's not. So I've done my own research, and what do you know? Booyah! Febreze with 2 E's. Right next to Febreze with 1 E. See? I'm not crazy. And look at this one. Boom! Fruit Loops with F-R-U-I-T. Now, I'm not saying Fruit Loops with double O's is wrong. I'm just saying my memories and my history, my timelines, quotations, whatever you want to call it, with whatever's going on in the world now, and my maps, my memory of maps is not wrong, and it's not right for some people. Some people are remembering this way, and some people are remembering that way. Just like some people are remembering this way like me, and some are remembering that way. It's like the two timelines are merging into one, and I don't know, God or the spirit world, whatever, hasn't really figure out which one it wants to keep, because you can find, it's getting harder to find the old timeline that I'm from. So all I'm saying is trying to wake people up to the things that are different out there, and say that, yeah, the Mandela Effect is real. There's some crazy things going on. Movie quotes, pictures, corporate logos. This is what I remember. My wife has no memory of this. And there's a lot of people on YouTube talking about this. So, yeah, check out Moneybag73. I'm subscribed to him, and he just, hold on here, he just put up a freaking video right here. This is his channel. He's got a lot of freaking videos of the Mandela Effect. Jiffy, see? Jiffy. Now you try to find Jiffy peanut butter, it only says Jif. Go check out his channel. I'll leave a link down below, and research his Mandela Effect yourself. Moses had horns? That's a new one. Never heard that before. So what I'm trying to say is this. There's a woodpecker over there. Oh, he's gone. I'm not trying to convince anybody what I'm saying is right for you or right for me. All I'm saying is question everything. There's changes going on that I've noticed. It's like I don't know, a week or so ago I made a vlog about Life cereal and how life is spelled. Life, L-I-F-E. And the word in the middle, if. What if you woke up tomorrow and realized that your reality or your life was the Truman Show? Like they made that movie where Jim Carrey woke up and he was noticing that there's weird things going on, something was different, and then he realized that he was actually living in a bubble. What if that's really what's going on with these major changes that I'm noticing? If. Or maybe Morpheus was right in the Matrix. We live in a matrix, we live in a hologram. Everything is an illusion. You want to take the blue pill and go back to sleep and don't even remember this video? That's fine. Or you want to take the red pill and have everything exposed to you and see just how deep that rabbit hole goes. I have to warn you though, when you go out and research this Mandela Effect yourself, once you've seen what you'll see, you cannot unsee it. I'm just got to kill some time till my wife comes to the airport and I have to go pick her up. But yeah, I'm not saying that I'm 100% right, or the people who don't remember the memories that I remember, how the continents were, and logos and cereals and movie quotes and pictures and Mount Rushmore changing. All I'm saying is I have memories of my history growing up, and the things that I'm seeing now on the internet are completely different. And I'm not the only one saying this. There's people all over the world talking about this Mandela Effect. So don't just take my word for it. Research it yourself. Google it. Go read. Go look up old pictures if you can still find them, because it's getting harder and harder to find facts of the old quotations, the old world. But that's my time. I'm going to go take a shower because I got to go to the airport. Thanks for taking the time to watch my videos. As always, like, comment, subscribe. And is this reality even real? Yeah, I'm gone.